this is the review between the EGO mower and the Bluebird HM 200. The HM, as you may guess, considering you see no wheels, means hover mower. Yes, you heard it right. It hovers. It actually floats across the grass. I was attracted to it at a GIE show this year, just last week. And the good people at Bluebird were introducing it at the show, and I think every landscaper in town had their hands on it, but I got to take it home. Why did I do that? Well, I took it home. I've got my EGO. It's not even a full season old, and it's a great mower. I've got the big battery for it. It lasts me about 2 cuts. My yard is 130 by 75, so that's pretty good. I don't use the powered edition for the powered wheels. I just push it along and it's strong enough. It's really heavy, but I have no reason really to lift it. It's got wheels. And when we do our cutting demo, you'll see what happens when you have a mower deck or wheels and you come up against a post. It's going to hit the post and create some damage. And one of the things that Fence Armor were very concerned about is protecting your yard, protecting your posts from damage from weed whackers and lawn equipment, which cause a lot of damage. The hover mower doesn't have wheels. It floats. So even if it hits a post, you can see that it's just like a bumper car. It's going to bounce right off and not create any damage on there. So beyond that one reason, there are many other reasons why we're excited about using it. I'm excited about using it. And that comes across when the grass gets a bit wet. In this season, we had a lot of dampness. We weren't able to get really dry days. And you'll notice even across the grass, when I step or when I create the push the mower, you get the wheels pushing down the grass. And when the wheels push down the grass, then you go back and mow over it, then you don't have the right height. With the hover mower, that's never a concern because you don't have wheels pushing down. And because it's always drawing up the grass to the right level, we're getting the right action for cutting. So our grass is going to be cut perfectly. So we're going to try that and do the demo on cutting that. Yeah, just a note on how to start the mower. It's pretty easy. Got to remember to pull on the safety handle. Without that safety handle on, the motor's tight and you won't be able to turn it over. Pull up the safety handle, pull it on the choke, and then of course pull on the reel and it'll get started up, well, in my case right away, as I said earlier. If it's already warm, I find that if you start it in the center position, it'll be just fine. But yeah, if you start it up here, you'll hear it starting up very slowly, and then you can crank it up and always run it in full rabbit mode at the bottom. You don't need to prime it. It's really good that way. Just pull on the handle and it's ready to roll. But having it in the full speed mode will give you all the rotations necessary to keep it afloat and cut your grass at the same time. Difference, of course, obvious, is this one is electric, this one is gas. In the end, you still need to buy electricity, and electricity needs to be made at a power plant. So effectively to the environment, I don't know that the footprint's really that much different. It's got a nice Honda engine on it. We're going to hear it purr, and we'll measure the decibels as well, just for the sound, and show you the sound differences. So I think that's it for the moment. We'll talk a little bit more about it, and we'll start them up and see what they do. Alright, so we're back at it again, and today on the review what we want to do is look at the EGO, and I think one of the advantages we're going to have is the decibels. Right now you have a baseline on the meter here, and we're going to turn it on and check again what it reads, and then we'll do the same thing with the hover mower. Just lift this up, push that down, clicks, and then you're ready to go. So now we're going to do our decibel test. we're going to do, as you saw in the EGO, we just dropped in a battery and she was good to go. Now, as you can see on the Honda engine, which is quite a reliable motor, in fact, I just got it and I just started it now, just off camera, and it was the first pull, and it was the first tank of fuel this thing has ever had, so very impressive. There is no primer. I just pull on the starter cable and it's good to go. I think we're going to notice a little difference in the decibels because it is a hovercraft and hovercrafts are somewhat noisy. So let's give it a shot. Well, it's getting dark and I think I'm going to stop mowing at the moment. And as you can see, I took off my jacket. I worked up a little bit of sweat. They're both two different mowers. I'm going to say the Hover Mower has its advantages for sure, and definitely depressions and things that are left in the lawn from the EGO with the wheels, and when I'm walking behind, because it doesn't suck up the grass, it isn't cutting it as even. And of course, as you saw with the fence armor, when the mower deck and the wheels got close to it, it could hit the posts. Fence armor protects that situation, but with the Hover Mower, you never have to worry about that. It just bounces off. Definitely on the angularity of the lawn makes a big difference. Also, the mulching is dramatically better, so I'm happy to see that that being the case. Now, this is an extreme situation. My grass is really overgrown. On a regular mowing day, it wouldn't be as hard to be working the grass, but certainly it's nice to see that it can cut it even when it's this long. On the EGO, I'm going to say because of the wheels, it's probably going to be easier for the everyday person to push it along. Although with the Hover, once it's running, you can see I can go across my sidewalk, come up over the curbs, and get back to my lawn where I need to. But if you have to carry it back and forth to the garage, you got to pick up that bottom handle and carry it in. Now, that said, there is a wheel kit which you can talk to them about. I haven't been paid for this review. I bought it with my own money, saw it at the show, and I thought it would be a great idea. I'm going to test it out in the spring. I'll finish up this year. We're coming on to November soon. And yeah, I'll report back to you on my thoughts of the Hover Mower. So far, I'm impressed. It's a little louder, but there are definite advantages, and I'm looking forward to seeing how my lawn improves in the spring. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe and like our channel.